Hi everyone, welcome to Andy Eats. I'm here at Starfield in Goyang, a huge shopping mall where I previously filmed my relaxation experience at Aquafield, which is a Jjimjilbang. It's a cold day and I'm going to try some of the food in their food court. This is Gunpa, a restaurant which seems to specialise in tonkatsu as well as ramen and soba noodle dishes. I'm going to try this, the tonkatsu ramen and tonkatsu, which is a fried breaded pork cutlet. 14,000 won seems an okay price, since I'm getting what seems to be a meal and a half. Oh, I may as well have some draft beer. It doesn't take long for them to prepare and here it is. It looks good. It doesn't quite look the same as the picture, which is a little bit more inviting. What's missing are the mushrooms, seaweed sheet and something pink. Oh well. The noodles are underneath a heavy layer of bean sprouts. Look at that. The chashu pork pieces are small but thick. I only hope they taste tender. The egg looks okay. It's not marinated, but at least the yolk isn't completely cooked through. Let's try. The noodles are quite firm and I've managed to carry a bit of the soup flavour with them. It's very tasty. Not too heavy, which is just the way I like it. The tonkatsu broth is light and flavourful. Not bad. This is definitely the meal to have on a chilly day. Let's try the chashu. They're only small pieces. The problem with these really isn't the flavour, it's the fact that it doesn't melt in the mouth. You can't just bite a piece off, you have to eat it whole. I want to balance every bite of the meal, but with only 2 firm pieces of pork, it isn't really possible. Tasty though. Hello beer. This looks a little flat, but it's cheap, so I shouldn't complain that much. Should I? I usually do. It's actually quite cold and refreshing. I forgive your appearance, beer. Oh, did you think I forgot about the tonkatsu pork? I didn't. I was thinking about it throughout the meal. I love crispy fried tonkatsu. I was expecting something thicker, as when I was watching them prepare the food, the pieces were massive. I guess things shrink a bit during the cooking process, and because of science. Oh yeah, I definitely like this. The pork's tender and juicy, and the breadcrumbs coating the pork are crispy and nicely seasoned. Yum. There's a nice little selection of radish kimchi and pickles. They're pretty tasty, but I can't stop eating the pork. Moving on, we're here at Muji. Inside the store is a cafe called Meal. It's not a Muji cafe like the one I visited in Times Square recently, but it's pretty special. Just look at all the lovely things they have. Okay, so I bought a latte and a selection of cakes and pastries which come to a total of 15,500 won. A little bit more than what I paid for my meal earlier. The coffee is a little fruity, which isn't my favourite, but I must admit it's pretty nice. Here's a cream castella. It's my go-to cake in Korea. I've eaten quite a few of these here, so I'm probably an expert of sorts. There's a fair amount of unwrapping. It had better be worth it. I'm going to cleanly cut through with this fork. It's a delicate process. Oh Jesus, this isn't easy. I've turned this thing of beauty into a monstrosity. I'm sure it tastes good though. Let's try this small piece. It has a light sweet caramelised outside with soft and fluffy cake in the middle. The cream is thick and on the harder side. It's actually quite lovely. It's light and bouncy, but I've had bouncier than this. I'm actually quite full, but let's try some more. This one looks somewhere between bread and a cake. The outside is super caramelised and a little sticky. It's a little firm to the bite, and it's sweet, crispy and chewy on the outside. It's delicious and probably the best thing I've had today. Well, apart from the tonkatsu. That was lovely. This is some kind of bread. It's really quite light and has a slightly crusty exterior. It's good. If I could compare it to anything, I'd say it tastes somewhat similar to a croissant. Very buttery and very tasty. So there you go. That was just a small selection of what you can eat in Starfield Shopping Mall. Be sure to leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Until next time, bye!